At least once a year, I like to do a deep clean on the trailer. We live off a gravel road in southern Alberta, so it doesn't take very long for everything to get covered in dust. And we took the trailer out once in July, but I didn't have time for a deep clean before we left. It's dusty, there's fly specks and bug guts that have just gotten squashed on the walls or the ceiling. In a desperate attempt to darken the room, I previously put tinfoil over the door window, but one of the things I wanted to do this year was cover up the windows with something a little bit heavier, so I got some cardboard just from like a diaper box, and since this is so last minute, I'm just going to use Velcro to Velcro it to the windows. So these doors get dirty because they get left open. The screen doors are closed and then the door gets like propped open. And so they get dusty and dirty, and so they really needed a good washing before I did anything with them. And what I decided to do was put Velcro tape. I have some like sticky Velcro stuff that I can cut up. I'm going to put it on the window frame of the windows and then like a piece of cardboard. And then that way I can actually just take the cardboard off when we want daylight in the trailer or whatever, and then put it on for when we're going to go to sleep. But truth be told, I didn't actually even bother removing it while we were camping in Waterton. But it was really nice to have on there. What I do need to do is finish the cardboard because, yeah, it looks it looks a little cheap right now. But we'll finish it and we'll make it look nicer. All right, just gotta get the gloves off. These ones are like super tight. Okay. So we got this trailer in 2019. It's a 1998 Dutchman Light. It's, I don't know, about 32 feet long, something like that. We love the layout. It has a bedroom in the back and 2 separate entrances. And then that bathroom is in the middle, like a little passageway in between. It'd been sitting for a few years and it had some water damage in the back bedroom and under the dining room table that I'll talk about a little bit more. And so we saved it to these table cushions and we built our own benches, and we decided to leave this bench closest to the door backless, and this has totally opened up the room a lot. It makes it easier to get in and out of it, and it's just like so much more enjoyable to sit at the table when, you know, you can escape a little more easily. This shelf was always an open shelf over the front window, but it used to have a little brass and wood guardrail. That is really the only part of the trailer reno that I kind of regret, but it was way too difficult to paint around, and so it had to go. The shelf is really nice for setting things on when we're parked, like the kids' toys that they're using, little rocks that we find, or half-finished drinks that we don't want to accidentally knock over. If, you know, the kids like kind of finished, but not really finished. So this shelf over the kitchen sink has some dish towels, plastic bags, a few paper plates, and some rubber gloves that I was super excited to find because these yellow ones that I was wearing were like way too small. And then because I'm only 5'1" on a good day, I had to stand on the dining room bench so I could see and then vacuum the inside of this cupboard. Everything that is painted green in this trailer was once just your standard oak finished cabinetry. You can still see the original cabinet color on the inside of the cabinets and just like a little bit under those cracks under the microwave. I'm not really that ambitious to get a tiny paintbrush in there and paint those cracks. So I was just like, whatever. You can't really see it unless I pointed it out. Now you know. Now you know. You're part of the in crowd. This is everything that was stuffed in that kitchen cupboard that's over the sink. So all that stuff. Not the teapot. The teapot was there. And the fan we just bring camping with us. So I just wanted to share with you guys the story of this mug. We got the trailer from a family friend, and it had some water damage. It had the water damage under the dining room table. That's why this bench is totally different, because we had to rebuild the benches completely. We had to rebuild the floor, put in new flooring and stuff, as well as the back room. And when the family friend gave us the trailer, he's like, it was his parents' trailer, and this was his mom's little coffee cup. and he just wanted us to honor her by keeping it in the trailer and having it set out. And so I need to make a shadow box for it because I'd really love to put it up here on the shelf, just kind of in the middle, you know, in remembrance of. I just, you know, every time I see it, I just feel so grateful that we were able to have this trailer. Even though it had damage to it, he knew we were totally capable of fixing it and that we could make it into something beautiful again. And we did, and I'm so proud of the work that we did on this trailer. And so, anyways, when I look at it, I just think that I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful for those friends. But while we're traveling, we don't leave it out because that scares me. I don't want to break it. So for now, we just put it up above the kitchen sink when we're driving down the road. I painted the cabinets and the walls and everything just to help brighten it up and just give it new life. And I'm so glad we did. And it even matches our little mug here. Our green kind of matches the green on the walls, and I'm so glad it did. This green paint was paint that I had picked for our front door. And so that is what I had gotten painted with this green first. And I just had the rest of the gallon left over. And I thought, well, I'll just start painting the cabinets and maybe there's enough. And there was enough. There's still some left over. Like, it's the paint gallon that just keeps giving. If you want to see a beautiful green paint though, go to Beth at Feral Tradwife, and she just painted her bedroom walls like this most beautiful shade of green. It's close to this, but like the walls are like covered in it. And it looks so gorgeous. But I'm here to say that I love the green first, Beth, so. This is one of my favorite features about this trailer. A secret cubby! But this cubby has got some candy stuck in it and some dirt, so let's clean that up. There is something about cleaning, or at least checking every nook and cranny in the trailer, that makes it easier for me to sleep at night. You know, little spiders, creepy crawlers, they seem to always be in my nightmares, so I do whatever I can to avoid them, even if it means hours of cleaning. Let's go dump this dirty water. FYI, I have been dumping and refilling my tiny little water bucket behind the scenes. Still not satisfying outside, am I right? It's hard to see, but it's pretty grimy. Okay, the white cabinets are great because you can't really see the dust, but you can see the dust. So we are going to clean this up all the way over to here. When I was planning the trailer remodel, I created a simple color design profile, and I used a photo of my front door and the paint sample for the walls and the flooring that I knew we wanted to use and some decorative items that I thought were kind of cute and went with it. And one of the photos was a vinyl countertop that was like black marble, and you can see it in this image on the bottom right. But as soon as I started painting, I realized that I really like the white on white, and so I decided to leave it. And after hundreds of hours of painting, I'm glad that I didn't have to do that too. I just really wanted to draw your attention to some of the really cute things around this kitchen sink and stove, like the little spice rack over there. I don't usually put spices in it, but like I can. Also, it has like a little spot for knives, knife block spot, but I don't use that because of the kids. And then the little cubby in front of the sink is like kind of a cool feature, but I have yet to put something there. So what would you guys put there? Please tell me. We don't usually cook in the trailer. We usually just bring like a frying pan, an electric frying pan, and we found that that works well for us. And for heating water, we just use a little electric teapot. So this stove top, I really would like to get like a butcher block cover for it. Showing you guys the dust. And then if I had that, then I could use the counter over top of the stove to like make sandwiches or something. So I've never used this microwave before, but somebody has recently. There's a fly in there. Anyways, I'm going to clean it out. I was really surprised to see that someone had used the microwave. And also I was sure that I had cleaned it out not that long ago. But anyways, our camping trips are usually only a night or two, so we don't really need a microwave. I've actually thought about like taking it out when I was doing the reno, but I didn't want to deal with the hole in the wall afterwards. Okay, I finished the uppers here in the kitchen. I need to do the fridge, I need to do the stove, and I need to do the lowers. I'm running out of steam and the sun is creeping up on me, so I gotta I gotta get going here so we can get this done. I don't want the sun to be like beating down on me. I'm already glistening, so. Okay, so we got some fingerprinty stuff. It's a little dusty. It needs to be vacuumed. Alright, so there's a bucket there just in case it leaks. It's a little dirty. I think it was already dirty. I don't know if I can actually get that clean. Just a few random things. A little jack in case we need it. Got some dishes. Okay, so I'm going to vacuum these lowers, but I'm not going to record it, and you won't be able to really see anything anyways, so we'll just put that on pause. I was starting to feel a little toasty. It was about 31 degrees Celsius, that's 88 degrees Fahrenheit, and I don't do well in the heat, even though I know that's not that hot. I just really wanted to push through and get it all done. Here you can see that little nook under the front of the sink. Yeah, what would you put there? I was thinking a dry sponge, but I wouldn't want to put a wet one there. Maybe a fly swatter? When I redid the trailer, I really wanted to do chalkboard paint on the fridge, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. So eventually it'll be chalkboard paint, and then I'm hoping it's easier to keep kind of clean because it's kind of like, I don't know, it's all scratched up and stuff right now. So we did not dry the fridge out good enough after our last camping trip, so it's a little icky. I spray painted those can holders that are on the fridge door because they were stained yellowish, and I'm super happy with how they look. So now I need to either paint or wrap the ends of the wire racking that's in the fridge because some of it's scratched up and now they're leaving like a rusty goo in the cracks. Here you can see a little bit better about what I'm dealing with before I clean it. Then the fridge tried to eat me, but don't worry, I survived to clean another day. Okay, I'm getting tired. So the fridge is done, and I need to do the uppers in that living room area. I need to do the bathroom. I need to put new bed sheets on and clean up back there, dust and sweep and stuff. And then I need to sweep all the floor, and I want to mop, but I might save mopping for when we come back from our trip because I am like petered out. Okay, kitchen is like done. So now on to the next part of the trailer. The first order of business was to empty the cabinets. This is where we keep a few books for the kids, some games, and a little craft supplies, just like pencils, paper, and a little box of first aid or medicines that we commonly use, like children's Tylenol. And then in these cabinets closer to the door, we keep a few things for the trailer, like a little level for when we're, settling the trailer in, some ball gloves and some balls. The walls all have fly specks and fingerprints and oh, my husband was talking to me for a few minutes about how earlier that morning our 3-year-old had decorated her room with 2 rolls of toilet paper. Like, actually decorated. She laid it out nicely and everything, but it was all over. Let me tell you about this awesome wall paint that I'm using, or that I have used on this trailer. It's called Scuff X by Benjamin Moore, and it feels so smooth and it washes like a dream. So far, after 4 summers, it's only had 1 scuff mark that I really couldn't wash out. After I painted the trailer, I wanted to use it on the hallways and stairwells of our house, but I haven't yet, but maybe that'll be a project for later. Slight change of plans. So I'm going to do the bedroom in the morning because I am almost dying now. It's hot. It's like 3:30. I've been doing this for like 4 hours, 5 hours, something like that. It was just after 11. So the plan is we're going to finish the bathroom. We are going to vacuum the floor, and then I'm going to tidy up so that it's ready to go for tomorrow morning. And tomorrow morning I'm going to do the bedroom, and then just start hauling in our stuff for the next couple days. So I just got to get up the energy to do the bathroom. I can do this. It's not that much. I just need a nap first. I can't do that because then I'll just stay sleeping. I am grateful that the bathroom is so small because at this point I was done cleaning. I turned 40 in a few weeks, and so my body just doesn't recover like it used to, and it doesn't want to do things that I want to do. This room just needed a good wash of like the walls and things. It gets touched more often. I think too because it's like a passageway to the back room, and it's the bathroom, so you know things are just kind of gross anyway. And like I don't mess around. I like to get into every area that I can. You know, I'm like way back there under that sink because I want to get it clean if I can. Let me tell you, I appreciate this little toilet, but it's not really comfortable to sit on. However, it's way better than having to leave the trailer to, you know, pee in the middle of the night. If you know, you know. And I almost forgot to do the shower, but we don't really use the shower for, like, showering ourselves. We use it for putting wet or dirty clothes, the garbage that's in the bathroom. And it just really just needed to be vacuumed out because there was, like, tons of sand all over the place. Look at this really cute flooring that's in this tiny room while I tell you about how much I love it. First, the pattern is adorable and it hides the dirt. Win-win. And second, they're just sticky back tiles that I didn't think would last, but here we are, 4 years later. They haven't even started to show signs of wear, so I love them. And yes, I'm just vacuuming with the hose end of the vacuum because that's what I hauled out there, and I just wanted to get it done. So mostly I'm just getting in the edges and then just kind of swirling it around the middle to capture what I can. And then this part next to the door is where we pile our shoes, so it ends up being the dirtiest. And look at the difference after one pass. Ta-da! So much better! For our trip to Waterton, I actually put an empty diaper box there to put the shoes in, and that helped to contain the dirt a little bit better. This flooring is a floating click lock vinyl, and it has worked really well for the trailer. I was worried that it would start to get gaps in it, but it stayed nice and snug, and it's easy to clean. Plus the wood pattern is so warm and cozy. And then I pick up that mat and I toss it outside to vacuum it with our main vacuum, but regrettably I forgot to put it back in the trailer, so we didn't have it for a trip. That would have helped contain a little bit of the dirt as well. Okay, so just the bedroom, but I'll do that in the morning. Floor is done. It could definitely be better. It definitely needs to be mopped, and I'll do that when we get home from our trip. But for now, at least most of the dirt and sand and stuff is all picked up. And I got some stuff on the couch that I need to put away. And I am very glistening and red because it's warm. And I'm hot, I'm tired. Before I let you go, I'll give you a little reveal. I'm going to put the stuff in the house. I'll come back. We'll do a little reveal so you can see what we've done so far today. The little bathroom with its cute flooring. Dining area. This countertop. Little scan of the living room. The kitchen. It is the next day. Surprise, surprise. I did not have time to do the bedroom. And we are loading up the fridge right now. So let's go to Waterton. So we're transitioning to our Waterton vlog by including a little bit of loading up the trailer. Both of the benches open up to store things under them, and we usually keep extra drinks in this one. And then the dry goods go in these cabinets that are over the table. My youngest daughter came to me yesterday and said, "Mom, we need to take this juice with us to Waterton." So that was her way of packing, with some juice. Thanks for joining me as I prepared the trailer, half prepared, because this room's not prepared, but half prepared the trailer for our camping trip. I appreciate you being here and I appreciate you watching, and stay tuned for the next one, which is going to be a vlog in Waterton. So let's go! See you then!